Tree of Life, Session 1. Hey everyone, welcome to the Tree of Life program. I hope you guys are as excited to get started as me and Monique are. So I hope you have all of your supplies ready and let's start making connections. All right, so for those of you that didn't get a chance to see the intro that was uploaded, I just want to give you guys a recap from what we talked about last week. So for starters, we're going to talk about how to get started, which includes how to get your supplies and what supplies you're going to be getting, as well as what the sessions are going to look like every week. And as well, I just want to give a brief overview of what the Tree of Life program is. All right, so let's talk about how to get started with the Tree of Life program. Okay, so number one thing you have to do is you have to get your supplies. So the supplies include posters and pencil crayons. So if you haven't already contacted us for your supplies, please make sure you do soon. As soon as you hear this, call reception at the center at 613-749-2491. You can talk to whoever is at reception and they can let you know how to get your supplies or point you towards somebody who can get the supplies to you. You can also call Kim at the center at 613-749-2491, extension 713, and she can arrange to have the supplies dropped off to you with your food bank. If you don't have and you're not getting food bank, that's okay too. You can still partake in the program and have supplies delivered to you. We'll just have to get the supplies to you another way, which we have already arranged to have the supplies dropped off to people who are not getting food bank. So just make sure that you get a hold of us. Another option is that you can text our cell phone if you don't want to talk on the phone at 613-298-0311. Just let them know that you want the supplies so that you can start the Tree of Life program and everything will be arranged. You can give your address and we'll make sure that you get those supplies to you as soon as we can. All right, so I guess everybody's kind of wondering what sessions are going to look like every week. So every Tuesday, a new video is going to be posted, kind of like this. There might be some videos with me and Monique showing you how to draw your tree and to walk you through the steps and components to put up into your tree. So you're going to watch the new video and they're going to be posted, which is great. So if you're just joining us, say in session 3, you'll be able to go back on our Facebook feed and you'll be able to catch up so that you are on the same page as everybody else. All right, so you'll be using the supplies that were sent to you by St. Mary's Home Young Parent Outreach Center, and you'll be using those as we add components to your tree. So I would just like to remind you guys, please don't go ahead and draw an entire tree because every week we're going to walk you through the different components that you need to put on your tree. So we need to make sure that there's enough space in the poster board that you're sent to make sure that all of the components actually get added to your tree and the space on your poster. So what is the Tree of Life program? So the Tree of Life program is a simple exercise for reclaiming your identity and direction in life through story, which you will create by drawing a tree with all of its components. It's a visual example in which a tree represents your life and the various elements that make up its past, present, and its future. Each week we're going to be adding components to tree that are connected to your past, your present, and your future. We're going to be building on those, and we're going to be making connections. For example, this week we're going to be starting with the roots. So we're going to be starting with delving into your past. We're going to be making connections to your past, to your ground, which is kind of like your present. And as we move up within the tree, much like this is a personal growth program, we're going to start to make connections between what you want to be, what you are now, and where you've come from. By labeling these parts on your tree, you're not only going to begin to discover or perhaps rediscover, because you might know yourself quite well, aspects of yourself shaped by the past. You can then begin to actively cultivate your tree to reflect the kind of person you want to be moving forward. We're also going to be looking at storms. So we're going to be looking at the challenges in your life and how you can overcome those challenges by, one, connecting them to your past or your roots and your ground, how you overcome them by using beliefs and values, hopes and dreams that you hold in your present, and how you hope that you might be able to overcome them in your future. All right, so let's begin session 1. So we're going to begin by drawing the ground and the roots. We're going to start with the roots. However, if you don't have your supplies with you right now, I suggest that you pause this video and go and get yourself set up with your poster board and your craft supplies. So that can be a pencil, an eraser so that you can draw your outline, or if you like to live on the wild side, you can also just go ahead, grab your markers, and let's get ready to go. All right, so let's start with the roots. So roots are like the cornerstones of our identity. They are where we come from. Roots represent your heritage, meaning where you come from. This can be your country, your village, your town, your traditional land, what city you were born in, what city your parents were born in, what city your parents met. Your family or your community history. So if community is a huge thing for you, or it was when you were little and growing up, I invite you to maybe put a little bit about your community history into the roots of your tree. If you want to talk about your family, this can be your family name. This can be your ancestors' family names. This can be your ancestors' language. I also invite you to maybe think a little bit about who's taught you the most in your life. Not just now, but I'm talking about way back to when you were a baby, to when you were a child. Who's taught you the most? These don't necessarily have to be positive. Somebody could have treated you badly or made you feel sad or upset in your childhood, and this could have taught you something that you carry with you into your present, and perhaps it's something that's built you up and made you strong. I also invite you to think about a treasured moment or thing. This can be a treasured song that you might remember from when you were little, or this could be a treasured dance. So if you were a dancer and that was something that you kind of held close to you and that made you feel good, I invite you to put that into your roots. I also think that if you're spiritual, if you hold a religion close to you, if you were raised in a certain religion, and that's something that you feel is part of your past or your roots, I encourage you to put that into your roots. I just want to remind you that you don't have to draw these things. So these things are your depiction of what these things mean to you. So for example, a treasured song, it could be depicted by an animal. It could be depicted by a color. It can be depicted by the lyrics of the song. It can be anything that you want. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to, if you're from Italy, you don't have to draw the country of Italy, but you can. It is whatever is meaningful to you. So now that you kind of have an idea of what the roots in the tree of life are, I suggest that you maybe pause this video, take some time to think about it, and take some time to draw your roots. Pause this video until you're completed drawing your roots, or you want to move on to the ground. You can always go back to the roots if you would like. And then you can press play at any time and we will move on to the ground of your tree of life. All right, so the ground of your tree of life. So basically this represents where you presently live and some of the activities that you choose to do day to day. So those are activities that you choose to do. So say if you tuned in to Melissa and Debbie's live check-in from a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about coping skills through COVID and isolation, and how you as parents need to choose you every day to try and find 5 minutes to relax. That could be an activity that you choose to do every day. You also choose to be amazing parents every day. So if you want to depict that in your ground, you can. Activities that you choose to do day to day can be different for everybody. If you enjoy walking, that's great. Where you presently live, do you live with any animals? Do you live with your children? Do you live with parents? This can be anything that you think is relevant to your present, and things that you hold close to you and that are important to you in your present now. So when you're finished, this is kind of what is expected for your poster board to kind of look like, the bottom part of it, except it's going to have a lot more stuff on it. So I know that this representation isn't amazing. I'm sure yours is going to be fantastic. So please, if you want to share what it is that you've done with your roots and your ground, we would love to see it. Upload it to comments. You can text us a picture. You can upload it to our Facebook page. Just put Tree of Life, and we would love to see what it is that you came up with during the session of Tree of Life. Thanks, guys. Bye.